the issue of the sun didn't appear anywhere in her speech. What I don't agree with is attacking me with something that doesn't exist. That is wrong. Omwana wa Juliana yabadde tajja mu picture. Yabadde tajja. Yes, it is true. A lot of people are silent. Guys, if you think talking about issues is what is going to make us win the struggle, that only adds 10%. There is the 90%.
How best? Can we normalize? Kubanga ndabira ddala uwevu engeri gyetambula bweti.
Ate kirera kyenalabye abavuddeyo ne bakikuba bwe bati mwana wattu none of them is in Uganda. I hate following people who light up the fire when they are away. Me, I'm here. I'm in Uganda, I'm in Kampala. When I'm telling you this, I'm in Kampala. I want to pose a question to those in government, to those who are even outside, those in position and those in the opposition. Guys, if you don't have a clear strategy to end unemployment, next time, don't call for our votes.
Let's first focus on the point where a father disagrees with a son.
Yes. Nasoma politics definition is one of the definitions of politics is the art of manipulation. Who are we manipulating? The masses. What are we controlling them from? That paying attention to an issue that is of concern that might arise different concepts. What is the issue in question? The Vujingo saga. But don't you wonder every time you're having a scandal? There is a family of people who are prominent on media that have a scandal. I want you to follow last year. Shiraga Shumba's news were coming out when there is a special issue in question. We are just following somebody's script of play. This is drama.
It's another episode. It's been quite a while. But today we made ends meet. The high-end analysis by none other than Kiface. Majestic arrival for the second time this very year. Tubera ko cookie promotions. Netujako smart biz, netutanye nsonga. Siba mulala MC Chiyege gange, Vibes King, Ghetto Corporate to the world. Okulemererwa nyonona okusemba nkopa. Nsanyusa okulaba.
Kale so nange nsanyusa okusanga era ndi mutanyusa.
Sijja gamba naye kusanyusa okulaba kuba sikulaba.
Nsanyusa okunnengera.
Nkulengedde.
Ninga mazi buli wamunjaawo ne bonteeka mu kikopo oba mu jjaaga ate mpiitingawo nze nga bwenjagala.
Horizonto.
Oba jjaaga yakuleetya oba payipo ne boyekiika gaweta. Zininga mazi muzukulu wa Tefero Mundu Kiface Kabaka Professor bwe mbiraba gwe sibo birengera. Kunonoza gwa munundi gwa kubiri mwaka guneeno. Happy New Year mwebale kuyingira mwaka ka January ndowooza mukategedde. Kati no January abakyakamuka bakennaku zino ezakasooka 5-10. Gakyalima baga tumuvaamu mu Okitoba nga 3 mwolwa. January agwako Okitoba. Okumanya January mukamwe ne gavumenti etuuka neerabanga tebannakaaba. Ogw'omukaaga n'esoma budget. Bongeremu. Omwaka gugenda bagwa myezi 3 January, November, December. January alimu weekend ya wiki. Malo wiki ya February, wiki ya March. Ezo nda wiki. Kwa wiki 10.
Naye.
Ennaku 3 tugenda zimala mu January. Sigazeeyo enkaaga. Sigazeeyo enkaaga naye nga kyo abakyalize ebijanjala empiso. By the way, economy olaba nti tutegeera economy bwetambula. Economy z'ensi bazizimbanga buli muntu alina oyamba munne okufuna. Kati abantu abatunda ebitabo mu December, November bababwe bati nga batunuulira bannaabwe beewunya abantu bulwadde ekyovu baliko. Aba stationary tasobola kuba nti be basinga okukola mu November oba December. Kati ate January ababadde bakola mu December ne baba bati abasitationale be bakola.
Naye bachira bana nga batambula na season naliko nyina chaliwanga o green dollar mu kikubo. Yangamba nti kiyenze olaba ngintambula na season.
Ati kati abo bayiribi talina capital mongi omuyiribi asoba abera abanga ngano kasitolira kyolingano bamuyiribi. So omuyiribi ekijja kyatunda talina nsonga lwaki atunda ekitatambula nga ate ekitambula nakyo akiteekamu wali capital ka mitwalo 10 oba 5 n'ayiriba okitegeera. Naye economy bagizimba ngeri systematic nti goba ukola nyinza obba sikola season ye ejja bbanga gwakola nange ejje nga kati nze nkola okitegeera. Ate omulala ajje nga naye yakola kyobola tuva wano ab'ebitabo ne bajja January mpaka awo nga March. Abo ne bawumula tuyingidde Easter bali ne baddamu ne balinnya bangatto baki nabo ne badda waggulu tugenda mu Easter neggwako olwo tuddayo mu second term ab'ebitabo ne basitula okitegeera ne bakola ne bakuba mpaka awo August nabo ne bakka awo ne tugenda mu Yidi Aduha abasiraamu ne so just economy bagibala nti oba olya nga sirya naye nange nja kulya nga nawe
tuliga buli mbwa n'olunaku lwayo.
Yes, and that is how the economy works. Lwakuba nti Africa's economy kati ng'eggwanga lino erya Uganda economy is failed. It is a failed kind of economy. Tosobola kuba nti omuntu weetaaga miliyoni 5 kuba akukola ekitandikwako ekyamagezi. You get it?
Yes.
Nti sente nyingi ze weetaaga okutandika. Even the startup little capital, you need so much of it to start. And even when you start, you're not certainly sure that you're going to make it. A lot of businesses they falling out of place. Abantu bakulozing amaduka omusolo gulinga omusolo. Let me explain why Africans are charged higher taxes than European countries. Ekyo wategeereza nti ensi z'abazungu tebacharginga ate bannansi musolo mungi than ate government za Africa ku bannansi baabo. The issue is about who do you colonize. We need to go and understand that the tenets of colonialism. Abasajja mu colonialism batuwamba bokufuna new market, new area of resettlement, raw materials and other point zaalinya. Temwalimu ebyo byakulokoka, temwalimu byagenda mu ggulu, temwalimu ebbovu liranjiri, ebyo byonna bogus. Buli agaba abazungu batuleetera wano eddiini, batuleetera ebyokusoma, batuleetera ebiki, oyo bogus. Abazungu bajja wano tukolonizinga lwa points ziringa nnya. Okufuna raw materials, ebintu basobola okukola mu industry zaabwe, okubifunira akatale, n'okusetolinga abantu baabwe baali abasusse obungi. Then point endala, nenyu waliwo akalala kenirabidde ziringa nnya zokka. Kati kyekyatukolonisingisa already tulina abantu bangi gwe tutunuulira Africa. If Uganda alone we are 50 million, close to 50 million. Just imagine nti oyina company ekola gym nayo ina market y'abantu obukadde 5 ata obukadde 5 nga gwe agenda oba supplyinga jeans, sweater, underwear, vest, socks, engato, slipper, obusenya bw'amannyo gwa supplyinga buli kintu. Nze njagala ompeeyo ebintu 10 ffe bye tutayingiza mu ggwanga nga ffe ababikola ffeka. Abazungu bajja ne kye twali badde tubaguza ne batuweesooka ne bakitwalira ku bwereere musical instruments.
Zava one
originated from here. Software bagiyita Logic gye bakozesa mu studios abakola ennyimba. Buli beat ya sound ku buli instrument ya sound mu Africa bagijjako kodi yaayo eri ku PC nti ne kye twali badde tubaguza bakitwalira ate ku bwereere. So in the end tubeera awo nga ffe tulengera kyoba batukyajinga omusolo mungi gwe tunulira China mu 2021 yavaayo n'efulumya report mbu baafunye sales za 290 billion shillings from sales with Africa. But that is a fake report. Nabo balimba. They get more. Yet ng'omwaka gwe baakolamu gundi China lwakola oluguudo luno oluliko egundi baawala 490 billion US dollars. Olwo lwajjinja.
Yes.
Baalwalira 490 billion.
The bridge.
bridge kati ongamba otya nti bo mu Africa yonna bakuŋŋaanyamu biliyoni 2.9 tebatulimba bali abasajja ffe tusinga obbawa ssente lwa nsonga bastaging dda industries zaabwe kyova olaba ogenda ku option za online z'abachina ng'olengera akantu wano okafuna ku siringi 3,000 ekampala okatunda emitwalo 2.5 okitegeera bo kyabala mumusuubule mbungi ffe tufune sente zammwe mbungi mu katono neffe tutambuze obulamu. In the end, the economies are the ones that are working. Hours tebitudde. Gwegenda mbaye paya idduuka limu ng'osobola osanga sitooko ng'akalidde.
Kyovula abo president yavayo n'agamba babani batandika amasaati abantu okulabika nti bambala amapya. Jinje tandika ofulumya wano egundi ena mamve.
It is not applicable. When you have only one monopoly in the market, you're going to break ties. Waliwo company emu wano yagenda nekola kye tuyita import substitution ku kintu ekimu kye bazimbisa. Nesooka eteeka omusolo ku bonna baali ba importing eyo babadde bazimbisa mu side eyo nekola eyakyo nekizimba. Naye what failed Africa is not import substitution but rather it is import reproduction. The fact that we failed to import substitute what we do import, it is a sign that we've failed as a country to industrialize, because even we still do import what we do produce. So we end up with import reproduction. Example, bw'oba okola omugaati kiye, kyolina kiye bread. Ne tubadde tusobola omugaati kiface nga guva Europe. Ate nojja n'otandika kiye bread n'ogamba tukole kiye bread. Naye kiye bread n'abanga tali ku standard yemu nga kiface bread. Ate ngero kyasobola okunsuubulako kiface bread. Kitegeeza nze nina bye nnakweka byenteeka mu mugaati gwange nti gwe ogwo ne bona baogukoze tegujja beera nga guli ku mutindo gwe gumu n'ogwange. Tunuulira abalina ebyo ebyokuzimbisa yetuveeyo naye nga for purposes of understanding the economy of our country, because these are things teachers don't teach your children in class and school. Kyova olaba tulina obuzibu bungi nnyo nti tuli mu mbeera y'emu mwaka ku mwaka nze kankiyiseewo Katonda yampa mbasomesa. So kati import substitution bwe tulema ne tudda mu import reproduction kitegeeza byonna bye twali badde tusuubula ebweru twali badde tulekera okusuubula ebweru lwansonga tubikolera ewaka. Olw'okuba nti bye tulina bye tukolera ewaka si bya mutindo nga ebiri ebye tujja ebweru. Tutuuka ekiseera nti tulina ate era okweyongera okuyingiza biri ebikadde tuba supporting lwansonga bali batukweka biki bye bateeka mu bintu byabwe okubeera eby'omutindo ng'ebyaffe ne batuwako katono nnyo tukole ebyaffe. Kati tulina kuddayo ne tuba nga ffe abeekoledde research okutandika ekintu ekyaffe nga kiri ku standard ffe gye twetegerera nga ffe. Naye bw'oba oyagala ku import substitutinga kintu ng'eyakikola mulala gwakuwe machinery tasobola kufiirwa mu market ya bukadde 5 olw'okuba gwe wagula machine ye ku miliyoni 37. Tubeeremu. We have to do our own research, create our own products that we can stabilize and standardize on our own native standards. Qualitative standards and quantitative standards zetwagala ffe ng'ensi. Nti kino kiri ku standard yaffe nga bw'oba olaba oli bw'akola adungu oba n'akola ennanga baziyita kino nti bakuba madinda. Omuzungu tasobola tetugamba nti eyo standard y'eddinda eryo nfu lwansonga talinaako magezi. Ekitegedde lwansonga omuzungu tagirinaako magezi tasobola kumpa magezi ku kukola kino kyange nti ino standard tekituuse ku mutindo si gwakikola. Ne buli oli lwaba nga yakolera ekintu ate nga gwe abadde amusuubulako tukyali nnyo mbwavu. Bwe bamwagala kukyusa system yonna okuleeta import substitution muyina okuinvestinga in research and then also machinery, heavy machinery. You have to buy in bulk to the point that even the ones that you're serving, for example, look at China. China looks at Africa as one unit. Europe looks at Africa as one unit. Njagala katugende just ku jeans. Amaduuka gali mbizimbe byako eri e Kampala nga galina stock almost close to billions and billions and billions and billions of clothes. Kati gwe njagala okwate buli mpale ya jini kale tugibalire siringi kasanga. Gwe genda mu dduuka lya buli muntu otunuulire buli mpale gy'alina buli abasi baddazini 12. Buli jini gikubisemu kasanvu. Buli jini. Omanye ssente meka edduuka limu ziryalese China. Ogende kuba engatto, ogende kuba biki, ogende kuba stationary, ogende kuba buli kimu. If we still do import we are going nowhere. Production is the key to success. Nurture your nation to be productive.
And I think those are the key points the government has put in place.
Those who can't produce anything can't teach you production. I am kiface.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tuline kiface with his depth analysis.
Let's analyze this. Somebody who has no product, they can't teach you how to produce. Tosobola kungamba tukagenda kungamba atandika okukola peni wankola essimu. Gwe mwennyini toyina ky'oyinabo. Kigenda ku bizibu bye tuyina. The issue of unemployment is so much in Uganda. And we are relying it on investors. Investors who come with their own interests and desires to benefit from us minus us benefiting from them. So we put a bait to attract investors. But in the end, we are fulfilling investors' dreams rather than fulfilling our own dreams. How? An investor comes from a country, comes to invest in here, in an African country. They know the actual number of employees they need in their production house. For us, because we are calling them investors, the first thing we surrender is free land. We are losing control over a production unit facility, that is land. Because we lack the knowledge of production as a process. Omuntu najja, and still they come with their money and the machinery. So they hire a quota, not even close to a quota, less than what is required for them to operate here. We give them tax holidays, tax levies, and like they are working for them to benefit. After the tax holiday ends, they say, we are now bankrupt, we are running out. They get out. Another one comes, the same strategy over and over and over and over. You must have a clear strategy on how you're going to end or reduce on the issue of unemployment. Our kids are struggling with depression over unemployment. That's the fact.
But in school they tell us to be job creators. Where is the education?
The teacher who is employed cannot teach you to be a job creator. They are already employed. Why one day they're the owners of the school? Think beyond the box. I am kiface. How can a teacher? You're an employee and you're teaching me to be a self-employed? You are never there. I speak to teachers. They own no business, they own no shop, they are not creative themselves. How can somebody who is not creative teach you to be creative? Creativity is an element that is taught by somebody who possesses that element. My mother can easily share information about women more to me than what my father does. And I shouldn't expect my father to tell me so much about women than what my mother can, or the vice versa. Because each one possesses their natural intellect about their self-being.
Do as I tell you, don't do as I...
Yes, but you can't tell me what you can't do. We are not here to be motivational speakers for life. And that's where our countries have gone wrong. Because we are so much interested in motivational speakers rather than people who take action. Politics is all about talk. We are tired of the talk. Take action, guys. If you're in opposition, either you're in position. Have a plan that you're like, if we use this strategy like here, we are going to employ such and such number of students, such and such number of people. This will reduce the number of unemployment to this level. But when you use this strategy, we can get this number and here this number. We are tired of being there. You are working for your industries and you are earning petty cash money, just small for day-to-day life. Can your kid work for that money in your own senses? Guys, we are struggling with depression over unemployment. That's the fact. And if you want to change the status quo of your nations and stability of your people, you need to do something that they will be happy for you. Stop telling us we are going to work on this. We don't need people who are in opposition for them to wait until they are in a position to help us to do with unemployment. Have your strategy, whether you're in power or still chasing power. Because we can only trust somebody who has showed us path, that this is the direction. And if that your strategy works before you get into position, how about when you get in position?
But as far as matters are concerned with opposition and opposition, there is a thin line, but they will over time. These people are always against. I mean, that is the essence of it. Do these people really care for the people, or they are there to care about their positions and the positions?
Now, let's go with how society has transformed or changed. In years before we went into capitalism, we were in egalitarianism. What is egalitarianism? Egalitarianism is a kind of society whereby everybody, we are working for all of us. Ndichiye boli makasoli nga nalimye lumonde ndeta lumonde uwo chiye nompa kasoli nga atoli happy nga nange ndi happy lwansongo tutte kyewandiyetaaze kyotalina ate nze nkodde kyeweetaaga nange kyompadde kyeseetaaga. Naye egalitarianism society netuuka nga abantu balengera nzibu ti abamu baatuka nga tebaagala kukola balezi bade ne tujjamu kye tuyita looting bakitwazi maanyi mu egalitarianism. Tutuuka ne tugenda mu feudalism. Nti kati ab'egindi beetwala bwe bati bakola ebyabwe, ab'egindi batwala byabwe, ab'egindi batwala byabwe. Tutuuka ne tutambula mu myaka gya 1900 meka tuyingira mu kye tuyita socialism and capitalism.
Yes, sir.
Bwe tutuuka ku socialism, bino bya gavumenti yebeesazeewo, kati ate gwe osobola okwesalirawo gwe obwa namunigina n'okola ebintu byo nga bw'oyagala. Kati capitalism n'atuuka n'awamba abantu. The individual ownership of the means of production. To production. If you don't understand production, you're not going to do industrialization. These are things a professor of economics cannot teach you because they also don't own any business.
So,
so, but look at production. Never survival for the fittest. You only survive if you're fit. Whoever survives in this campaign of today is so fit to the point that the minister tells the people to smile for visitors. So, but we are survival for fitness. Chato kanti oya kisobola ya kiyingira takisobola kyenenye
mazina ganchima
bodi emikira tojja kyobola omuntu eyasome nnyo tasobola genda ku street kola.
Lwaki ate munyoma emirimu?
Sikunyoma mirimu.
I can't put my degree on a street.
Nedda sikunyoma mirimu. Education tetuwa buvumo. Kola mirimu gye tulina kola lwansonga bagiteekako ekibi. Propaganda w'abazungu eva wakusaaba buli kintu kirabika obulungi. Kati n'otuuka nga tolina mulimu naye nga ate wali badde wetandikirawo omulimu akatono. Kati ne kijja nti ate ne system eri mu position naye ate enyiga abatandiseewo obuntu obutono. Kati ne kiba nti even you can't survive even with the smallest you have to own your own means of production. What is the strategy of you getting us off the unemployment list? If you are almost fighting guys who are starting small businesses, that is brutality. You need to be mindful that what are they benefiting from here and what is the long-term benefit if we can give them room to operate little by little. Your families don't go even beyond 70 people. But now, what about my family? So for you want to keep eating me when I'm starving. And then you want to come next term and then you're like, you're sweet talking me, please vote me, I do this, I do change this. That is stupidity. We need to be straight with facts. Be mindful about what people do feel. We are struggling on our own, as you're also struggling to get your own benefits with politics. But don't hoodwink us because we are gullible enough for you to use us only for your own individual selfish interests. We are struggling with unemployment. You can't have a degree and you can't be employed anywhere. Now you get the degree and then they're like, we need a skill. Those who have a skill, they don't have the profession, they don't qualify. So which kind of disemployment system have you created? Some people even lose jobs simply because they do qualify, but there is patronage, they are on merit, but patronage is more stronger than the merit criteria. That somebody employs somebody because they bear a certain kind of a name. Yes, the technical know-how, technical know-how. Let's follow the technical know-how. That's why we're having failed institutions that are not working. We need to put people in place who are qualified to be there with the level of competence selected according to merit rather than using patronage. Because patronage is the one that is going to break the entire system. Anything can fall anytime. Bw'okozesa cement gw'oteesiga pira tejja kunywera kalina essaawa yonna. Okay. But politicians balina obuzibu bumu, beeyagaliza nnyo okusinga nti kale nga bw'omanyi nti oli si yakuzaala. I want to tell our people, be smart beyond. The constitution gives you a right to vote, but the same constitution cannot penalize you for not voting.
Toyinandaga muntu
yagwa n'ogwa simanyi wandi munnayuganda obandi mugundi mukongo.
tulina kiface kabaka professor omusomesa eyasomesa abasomesa olunaku olwaleero. Let's first close even this matter. Omukulu Bobi Wine president wa NUP yavuddeyo n'agamba yakunze abantu yadikiriyalinze eba national kwekalakaasa oba shut down
national kwekalakaasa
nga president yabayo n'agamba nyamanzi naku twataliga 14 netugenda bwetu emyaka 2. So yavuddeyo n'agamba omukulembeze agenda kyaza abakulu akuva mu mawanga ag'enjawulo ne mu kubakyaza nga omanyi bye twali twogerako position yagamba tali ligibo is not satisfied okubeera nga akyaza abakulu abokuba mawanga amalala kikola mu bukyamu takirizibwa era yalangiridde buli omu okwekalakaasa. Which message is this? However much we can understand in the struggle bintu tusobola obitegeera oba okitegeera, what is your analysis about this very matter?
Get a better strategy.
Get
a better strategy and plan.
How?
If you want to be easily defeated, air out all your plans. Your enemy will defeat you with ease. Napoleon said one time in his book that never interrupt your enemy when they are doing a mistake. Kampala, as we are talking, has more soldiers on the streets than civilians. So, the strategy is good, but the timing. You can employ such a strategy at a certain particular time of tea when the emotions are driven so high. It is called the art of war and the art of evolution. Yes, ended. Naye basimbe ebitooke buli awali ekinnya. It is by the way good side of resistance. Omuntu nti musimbe ebitooke mu buli kinnya. You get it? Okulaga nti wasaanawo ekitooke. Naye ate narrative eyo kabaka yagitandika dda 26. Kabaka 26 yagamba abasajja baganda mwe namba kunga buli awali ekinnya masimbewo ekitooke. So, struggle gye bayogeddeko kabaka yagyogerako dda 26 nze nali mu P5 kabaka yakyogera ku CBS n'atukunga okusimba ebitooke mu buli awali ekinnya. Naye kye yali ategeeza oba kye bategeeza kati aba population census beesebe 5. So, yeah, awo tuli. Ngegwanga wetuli.
Yeah, nice. Yegwe. Ndiko gobera kwa agenda yange wano. Things that we need to table up to digesting amumo. There was been a trending saga between Tamale Mirundi, the Tamale family. Tamale Mirundi junior and senior. First of all, Tamale bafuna misunderstanding over the saga of Musumba Bujingo. Ngomwana agamba nti tata weta tasobola kulwanira ntalo za tata. Ate nga tata ye agamba oyo mwana wange nzakola ki nja mukuba. So it reached to a point whereby nti bavayo n'obusambi. Musambi bwatuka ne bukola ki ndine buvaya oba machi simanyi but later alone nga junior wo mumanyi at with time ogenda nolaba nga ate ebintu abikyuse wagambo oli tata bwange mwabumanyi but let's first focus on the point where a father disagrees with a son.
Yes.
Ne batuuka okulabika nti this was humiliation in a family.
Politics is the art of manipulation.
Is it a strategy?
Nze nasoma politics definition izo nanzi ina mutwe. One of the definitions of politics is the art of manipulation. Who are we manipulating? The masses. What are we controlling them from? That paying attention to an issue that is of concern that might arise different concepts. What is the issue in question? The Bujingo saga. But don't you wonder every time you're having a scandal, there is a family of people who are prominent on media that have a scandal. I want you to follow last year. Shiraga Shumba's news were coming out when there is a special issue in question. We are just following somebody's script of play. This is drama. Go your managitawa mujamu kamera. Can't you pick a call and talk to him? Just know there is somebody we are fooling. Guys, we are too smart beyond the level you think we are on. This is a stage play. Then all of a sudden, now this is my father, you know, hey, amicably. Like that. We are just under TV show play. These are series.
A script.
In episode how do we get them off their minds? The media is to control how we do perceive reality. So all of a sudden the cameras are focused on the battle. One of the weaknesses of Mussolini, that what made Mussolini attack Ethiopia, was the fact that he was diverting the media's attention of his weaknesses in Italy. But some of history called the Kampala Mutware Yaba. So, we are in a screen play. Gashumba Yajayo no disease. Waliwo issue yali mu question. Tata whenever you know your back, guys are paid money. There is a script that we can't follow. Era wawulira waliwo omwana bwe yagambidde. Olina aleetera mutuweerere script yaffe kitegeeza there is a narrative they want us to be driven on so that our attention is driven away.
Ekiwuddisa.
Okitegedde. Naye nze mpadde endowooza yange endowooza.
Bw'obiraba.
Bwe mbiraba musibe mutera obbiraba. So kati nze ndoba tulinga bali mu kadrama lwa nsonga. Waliwo issue yaliwo. Seira Gashuba nodes ne zifuluma. Why are there nodes or any scandal happening when there is another issue in question? You get it? Then all of a sudden this happens because it was raising a lot of misconceptions, conceptions, new ideas, new thoughts, new hypotheses and stuff. Then there is another this booming over the same matter. Some things are just done to divert our minds of reality. Naye batugamba temubongota.
Tubongote concert enajja.
Oyo agenda bali ababongota be bagenda okugenda. Ffe kabaka inze kabaka yangamba nze nzikiriza bintu ebyo jjajja wange tefero omuntu yali mulwaje wa kabaka mwanga. Okitegedde. Kati jjajja wange tefero omuntu yankubiriza obutava mu bwakabaka bwa Buganda. Abantu talonga kabaka wa Buganda jjagenda mu shiri. Naye kabaka ate we yagambye tubongota.
Negwe gundi yabadde abongota ne bamubba essimu. Shakib yageze n'abongotera mu supermarket.
Ati byebyo bagamba.
Yabongose ne bamukuba empole. Navaayo chaini tezirimu. Mumanyi chaini emiguwa gino gya bbeeyi obangu. Naye lwakuba kange sirina bafuna netaga yabafujjirizi.
Poor boy.
This is not original, but it's original kukava
Congo. Kati gwe na musinga ba Congo buyaye mwe.
Nati kati bintu bine byanjawulo mu.
Kisinze Congo ne kivawana.
Sorry.
Vibawo.
Ko video mpya. ko video mpyo yo bangambya alwaza mgundi omicron gwe so Shakibu bamubye simu mwabaddemu simu 2 mwabaddemu amaja ne chain mbayigirawo bakamubbe simu bataleka video aka CCTV camera naye nga bakamubbe simu nakubira palaso nti azibye bangambye otambula naye
what is he insinuating? Naye njagala okulaba he's just a broke guy.
Who?
At such an age, if you're still crying over chains, guys, you need to get serious with life, by the way, for a certain purpose. Chain. The slave mentality. Do you know what the originality of these chains? Go olera byabazungu nga bazambala. Go olera byamuzungu nga jambala.
Their side, Amani, I'm more
because for them in the education system, they tell them whoever wears a chain is a slave. A chain is a sign that you're a slave because our grandparents were put chains around their necks. It means you're a slave. That's why you see chains amongst black rappers. Waliora byogundi Eminem nga jambadde mu everyday life. Naye nsonga rap waba hip hop ba black Americans agiteekako kusikiriza. It is an identity
that this is where we come from.
Yes, so you're crying over chains. If it was around tight, I would have said, man, that is a serious scenario. Bakubye oli mu business bakubye chapa chettaka. Maybe you're ramming the entire internet because of chains and 2 phones. But the abakazi amasimu agawera omukaaga mu week in number.
Mwana bera ne doni, mwana bera nisa.
Then the issue is where did he get the phone? And how come he has Palasso's number off head? All he has is 3 phones now. Simu saruzo nazaji.
Chibaide babye simu yawe
babye simu bili. Akiateje yakubiddeko kubira Palasso. Yo yabadde watambula ne notebook ndi abane namba za basita. Ali nga mukadde. Ebintu ebimu baba bakola drama by the way. Amanyi nze mwana. Nze mbira babulala. Waliwo otukanga mwana olaba tuli mu pule school ni pule. Where did he get the Palasso number to call?
Number ya Palasso loze vulanga ne ku Instagram
ogeze. Choka nyangu nye ringa ya customer care. Kigo jikuya tetu. Omanyi bakakuba. Either ngomuntu Palasso gwasinga okwogera naye.
Neka video ko wakalabye. Did you watch that video?
Yalaze nga bamubba.
Yabadde ku counter agenda kusasula. Nateeka wano gundi. But if, somehow nange nalabye munga yinze okuba tekigatta.
Ebintu ebimu bw'osaatingamu ebintu bya reality n'okulowooza ennyo mwana wattu ogatta nti tuli ku sukuliini tule. Esimu kyejo yakozesezza kubira Palasso. Ye ani oyo eyamubuulidde ku mawulire nti gwe yalabye amulaba ne Palasso.
Waliwo owabboda gwe yabuuza n'agamba nti oyo mulenzi teramulaba na Palasso.
Abawayayo balaba babeera ne baggaali bangi nnyo.
Muye Palasso mugamba nti ye nga we ngambye naye nti yavayo n'ayimba n'agamba buli wamu ajaawo. Yayimba ko wa polisi n'ababbi mu ndongo. Kati abantu bonna bamwetolerako toyinza kumanyani. So, ayinza okuba mutuufu
alabika ayagala kukwasa Palasso mu kamera naye si ye yakubya nti okitegedde Palasso si sobi nti ogenda kukubira Palasso agamba omuyaye simu gikomyewo. Palasso si sobi. Sobi ye yalina agamanyi agagamba abayaye sente muz'okubye zonna muzireete nzaagala wano. Abayaye era ne bazireeta nga bakolera mukulu. Abasajja mwana balina power ya serious. Nego tunonye ebyokukola mu bulamu mwana. Gomanyi okubira omuyaya bye ebina n'omugamba boyi.
Direte. Ebikutuukako
nga towasolinze. Mwana. Essaawa yonna nange nalijjako masi.
Internet ebadde watched today 12 day Juliana over time obadde nga tatera kulabika nti making such kind of music. She has been more of a music maker but now she's a news maker this time around. She's trending over news. Juliana yavayo to comment about the immorality, the kind of trend that olunaku olwaleero omuntu afiirwa omuntu internet nejaguza of which nange sigamba nti kintu kirungi fe wano mu Buganda omuntu waba mu kwano ne waba badde mulabewo nfanfe naye waba asambye bucket ebiseera ebisinga yugo ne musooka mukola ki ne mu uniting for that matter then ebira ne bidda afterwards naye olunaku olwaleero that was the concern gye yasooka okulabika nti emukubya paka olunaku olwaleero okumanya nga abaana bakuba bali yasooka n'addayo navayo
but you don't get snake out of its own hole. How do you know a snake out of its own hole?
Internet is a good young away question.
Now, yeah, we are struggling with facts. There are two elements. We are struggling with conception and misconception. Tetutegeera kiki tulina kutegeera ate tetwagala kuwuliriza details byonna tubitegeere. Misconception is our greatest mistake according to our mental processes. Unless Bobby Wine, if these are the guys you're going to approach with this struggle, trust me, the struggle will remain just a myth. Me, I'm a factual. Bobby Wine, if these are the people you're going to front with the struggle will remain a myth. Me, I'm a factual. The struggle is always fought by those who can keep their mouth shut. That's how we fight. Silence is a powerful element in all struggles. Tosobola kukola olutalo nandigeya.
Zigenda bogana zigenda kyankalanya.
Baba bategeera bwoli. You get it? You can't win a war with people who make noise all over small matters. Juliana, you stop attacking people personally. Personally, to be factual. Stop attacking people with personal issues. You don't know how much pain she went through losing her son. You don't know. Just because of likes over TikTok, over social media, over shares and everything, you need to think beyond. In any struggle, we need everybody, whether with us or against us. If you're not intellectual enough to challenge them mentally, to break them down to join your struggle, a lot of people will be freaked out and scared to join you because you're showing a monstrous character of your behavior. In the end, no one will choose to sit close to a monster which is likely to eat me the next minute. If you're struggling for human rights and everything, freedom, there is freedom of speech. What was so wrong for you to have such reactions? She was wondering, why are we celebrating over death? Then come out smart and nurture her that, madam, maybe you're not updated. We don't celebrate everybody, but we just only celebrate a few individuals because of doing this to us in such a scenario or such a time. So we also wish God had punished them our own way. That's why we are celebrating. So that somebody understands, oh, this is the reason. That is teaching. But you can't malign, belittle, humiliate everybody simply because you want everybody to join your struggle. Struggles and conflicts are followed by people who have bought into your idea. That's why we are having a non-allied movement. You get it? Because they didn't want to follow struggles they have no clue about. Since we are not understanding their conflicts, let's keep our distance. You will be easily weakened if you're always keeping your mouth open. You need somebody to teach you things that you need to know when you're fighting a struggle. This is what we call the art of war. Silence is the key. Keep your mouth shut. Keep your mouth shut. We can't win with this kind of structure. You go in the bush and all the time they are over TikTok. Guys, we are here struggling. Guys, we are here. You can't win. You can't win. Silence is the master of strategy. People have planned things in silence we even have no clue about. We only see what is happening. We only see results and then we are overwhelmed. Guys. So, Bobi Wine is annihilated. Nze njagala nnyo okwogera ebintu mu luzungu mwana mu Luganda bisawuninga bulala ye Bobi Wine yazingiddwako kyekyo kale because if that is the fuel bro, we are where we were yesterday.
Bobi Wine ayina okubanga I'm very much sure 100% sure nti he sees
that
what is going on.
Yes.
Achiraba because nga yo muntu he has a voice.
Anti-leader.
He has a voice.
Anti-leader. Nze kyesaayagadde mu issue y'abantu ku bugingo ku Juliana ne bugingo effect. It is to attack the woman over her son. Why are you adding an absentee other? There is a concept we call absentee other. Ataliwo ate abijjiramu atya.
Yes.
So you can't convince me. But you want to okunkuba byabaddiini zino enzenzungu bw'aba tasobola kukonvinsinga nga akugambira ogenda mugeyeeno kukonvinsinga nti bwenzijeeyo bibeera bwebi naye tondaga nti olwedde ngenda mugeyeena wakuba sinna kujoyininga. Once you lack psychological element to empower somebody's mindset or to disengage them to follow your ideology, you start belittling them. Propaganda wa negativity mugenda mu stand muli bana bastani bakozesa lwaki ontekako omusango gwe sirina.
You are judging.
You already belittling me from inside. Nobody will follow you genuinely when they feel belittled from within. I'm telling you the fact. I've read the struggles, I've read the conflicts. You can't. We need everybody. If we scare away everyone, who will trust us? Who will trust you? When you're scaring everybody, you need to be mindful of what you say out. Stop these things of having more shares, more likes, more this. Kibula sina byakaabo nti bajja kusudiya bakuwa likes oberemu eyo energy you lying to me. Stop lying. Yabadde awavyuye mugende mu munnyonnyole bulungi temunanga kino kyekiriwo bwe kiti ne bwe kiti. Tobola twa celebrating akwono nagamba ekintu kye bayita tone matters. The tone. Olaba video ya Juliana, she was calm. Yalina mu jam ngobeto nga yimirira ne mala netambula. So she was just giving a view. Tiya conflict inga namwe. Kati mulaba nga mugira byenga ataka, then your psychological mechanisms are so weak. You're not fit to be on the front line of such a struggle.
However much we can understand that, but over time, Juliana is an artist. Artists are mirrors of the society. We expect Juliana to come out in kind matters of national importance. When she puts a voice on it, over time. That's why video Okuvuma Ne Obubaddi profile ye over the history. How with Bobi Wine? So, Mumbere, me, I think where the problem is coming and to come up at a later time and to comment about things that.
More you not a prejudice, judging before the fact. Over prejudice. Stop judging before the fact. What I don't agree with is attacking me with somebody something that doesn't exist. That is wrong. Omwana wa Juliana yabadde tajja mu picture. Yabadde tajja. Yes, it is true. A lot of people are silent. Guys, if you think talking about issues is what is going to make us win the struggle, that only adds 10%. There is the 90% that require collective activity. People who are in positions of positions are silent. You think they are dense? You think they are dense? You think they are dense? We need to think beyond. We need to reason beyond.
But in your analysis, whom do you think these people are? Which kind of people are they?
They are doing the right thing with the wrong strategy. Or with the wrong approach. teach people to join you. You get it? I have to buy into your idea amicably, with understanding, with psychic, with level of understanding that, oh, this is the reason you're fighting for this. But you can't just blast everybody and then you want to put me under fear to follow you. No! That's not how things work. We need everybody. Do you know what that means? That everybody must now succumb to your level of understanding of seeing things. Juliana has over 1 million plus people. I won't follow you.
When you go into the comment section, I take time and I read comments. Just a mere statement, na unsubscribing account y'omuyimbi what? Just because chino.
Kati kankubulire. Bo subscribing na bota subscribing. Mmere na atalya. Ngimere tagenda kujirya. Nze bane kambabulire nze teri kisobola nkugane ne bakubika wali. Soka n'endya. Soka n'endya. Because nze mmanyi nze mwana njala wawe numye banjala. You get it? Tuve mbine ebintu tubeere besimbo musomese Juliana abajoyininga ategeere ebiseera ebisinga abantu baba balaba naye nga naye anoonya engeri gyakijjayo okitegedde. A lot of people are working with almost, they are closely related. A lot of people have intermarriages with people you're fighting, you're struggling with. Then how do I come out and blast the entire system, yet at home we sleep together? You get it? People want to go open, but not everybody wants to be open like you are.
In your view, how best can we normalize this kind of situation? I have analyzed the death of Mukulu, the late Alhaj Abdul Nseko. This is where I saw members of opposition and government come together. Yes, this is what we need. However much we have differences, now we need to move together unit-wise, as well as the transition when it comes to power. We need to do it, but seeing what we've been doing because right now we have, however much, the issues we have to settle by talking, as you have said, as well with activities.
We need to change the approach. If we are to go very far with this, there is a lot that needs to be done. You can't win a war with noisy makers. That's the fact. And I'm not calling up guys that they are noise makers, but you make unnecessary noise. Look into details, then criticize the details. You get it? The issue of the sun didn't appear anywhere in her speech. And she came out and said, Uganda yali tesitayina busobozi bumuyamba nenwanako mutwale Nairobi. Good. If you've never seen people who have lost their children, the pain they go through, that is the trauma you go through for ages. And then all of a sudden somebody comes and judges you that even the son of the death of your son, you have something that you've done maybe somewhere, somehow. And then the next day you want them to sit and then you're like, oh, you're happy now, I joined your struggle. It is only fools that can do such. It is only fools. You need to outsmart all your competitors mentally, psychologically, spiritually, emotionally, with the highest level of convincing for them to buy into your ideas. We can't win a war when we've freaked out everybody. How about a time comes when they also gather their strength to unite against us? Be mindful of your statements. Kiface.
How best? Can we normalize? Kubanga ndabira ddala uwevu engeri gyetambula bweti.
Ate kirera kyenalabye abavuddeyo ne bakikuba bwe bati mwana wattu none of them is in Uganda. I hate following people who light up the fire when they are away. Me, I'm here. I'm in Uganda, I'm in Kampala. when I'm dealing with this, I'm in company. You get it? So if what I've told you is take it to be personal attack, that is your business. You get it? We need to think beyond emotions. Teach people to follow you. Convince people to follow the struggle. That's how we win masses. But the negative propaganda is only going to freak people out of the struggle.
The propaganda is always built here.
Yes, the propaganda of your umbrella, take out tea. Such propaganda is the best. But you can't freak out everybody. Then where is the freedom of speech that you're chasing for? If nobody can be free to speak the way they want, yet you're struggling. If before you get there, whoever speaks according to their own view, they are not free to talk the way they want, how sure are we that you will give us the freedom of speech that you're talking about? Read Franz Fanon, Wretched of the Earth, chapter 3.
Okay, basebo ne banyabo tuli wano ku Smart Biz anyongera kugamba osobola okusubscribinga for more of the updates and nebintu ebisomesa bwebiti, as well as nyina tuyina gone initiative eddako abantu batuwe emirimu photography, batuwe videography, twatanise naye wange gwakola
photography n'abagala okunda bakubalite miliyoni 2
ayagala okulabako one on one for consultative.
Nina silver platinum kati ngazi zali bayagala okunda bako miliyoni 5
abagwa muki
sokatekesha kibweri tufune mutu awa minute
alafu mpata lokose
yakibwa jakwekabi so miliyoni 5 miliyoni 2 twala 5.
Yes, gundi ebanayi Federation ebadenga ne jam session every Tuesday, but I think they closed. Baba banja Federation wajibanja webadde balia webadde banywa bebaka mpozi ne grab it. So inti sente ezo Anson Maruno yavudde n'agamba nti tukole tubikolera tulina okusasula. Era meeting oba yakosasi, I think if I'm not mistaken, Minister of Gender, Labor and Social Development kiagera netula nega banayi ka budgeting ako kawamvu ye atenga ne budget yeggwanga bakyagirowozaako bagenda kujja buzzi pose fuluma mugwa mukaga
olaba jamu session yebale byo maintainga copyright yanaza baka nabagamba
dinako so mumbereyo mbu bino byamumpulira nti ne millions zino zetwadde tukubaganyangako ebirowoozo 13 ziyinza okuba mani mimye. Of course kijja kwate kikoze bulungi kubanga kati nguba mwaka fana nyinga sente zo bwe ziba zize zisoka kukiriyalinga bbiire badde tuulaawe mutundwe. What is your whole take about the I heard there is bagenda kuzimba nga olaba agunda Home of Arts wanebwe bajja wano okulabika nti bana Uganda the art industry efuna weeyita makagayo ate kye kintu Don Jazzy yakigamba Ragadi. I remember talking to Ragadi na ngambo manyi Don Jazzy yangamba you can't develop art sector when you are scattered. You need to have grounds where you have one voice, and I think that's what they're working on. Kyagazzaawo wali basobola okujoininga ewapya wali government wegenda oteka sente mpenge dijobira but then as we close with the next topic to go on.
What happened to National Theatre?
National Theatre chimanyi jam session yaliye weri naye eringa yagwama
kati mwine ekifo ekya government ekitagenda baako bakyajinga rent kyemwagala kikozesa kirina mu Kampala ne mugende mutundwa naye mwe mulina abakulembera atategeera butegeeze buli ebitambula. National Theatre weeri eri kumpi n'ekibuga
Sindi bwatuula yewumba nati jukabiri bibiri
Sindi yali kugundi naye nawo
office ziri yawo
office we zibeera tezigana
jam session ya national eri kugundya.
Yes, you teriko basindi teriko bani. Mutwale bintu ku national theatre rather than hiring a place before you build. Then mugena zimbire kizimbe myaka emeka. Bajja tuka bagala mwalina bagala nini fanana bweti. Twagala mu bintu bweti.
National theatre Antonio.
Aba film bajja bwati.
National theatre Antonio.
Babere mu parking.
Ate mu baziddewa. Bo parking yo.
Matoka bajja kweyanga jam session yewedde. Kati kyemugamba mwagala mugende munonye ekifo ekirala era mugule. The one who pays the piper dictates the tune the piper plays. Akasoma mu katabo kayita movement systems. The one who pays the piper dictates the tune the piper plays. So they have a food day. Babadde babakwatidde awo lwakali akasente abazungu babadde pension nga balinda kasente jam session tegenda kudda kasita kasente babanga tikali kiriya kati tegenda kudda
there is hope when they open the Yuga
wood nga national theatre weri basoke ba renovating a national theatre.
We need such kind of venues ezisingawo. National theatre is so limited.
You have to start small to be great, not to be great to start. You have to start to be great, but not to be great to start. So they want to start when you're already great. Answer.
Okay, so nga tumaliriza munango lunaku olwaleero waliwo months of tears. Akawala kabadde ka TikToker. She has been doing several challenges, but she tagged herself, or she named herself Masters of Tears. That is the concept of her content. So said ebisinga era kola content wakaba abantu videos zasaza ko zibadde zakaba. I don't know whether ne mu bya musebimu abadde nga bikabiramu nga abantu balowooza she's a master of tears mpaka wasambi bucket, but I don't know, I have no idea about that. But what is your take okulabika nti omuntu out of the blue ate ebiseera ebisinga ebigambo family yavuddeyo nesaba negamba mulekera okugamba nti yafudde boyfriend we kubanga boyfriend we wadde beyagala malusu naddokoli naye nga tebasobola kola ki ate tebasobola kubeera nga balina ekibaawula
kale yetugidde ki yetuze lwakumwagala nnyo nakyo tukikoleko research tetufunye amawulire amapya omuntu asobola okwetuga nga omwagadde nnyo onyi Uganda nerimu ebipya bingi tetuseka naye nze ndi factual. The fact is people are dying inside. Abantu boolaba bakyasinze okusimayiringa n'okuseka ennyo bw'omuzze bali mu cover bwati be bakyasinze okufa munda. Because people want to put on a good front doesn't mean they feel good inside. Abantu bafa munda, abantu balina stress, balina trauma, bayise ebintu bingi nnyo. Gwosobola olaba couple wano nga tulaba tuli happy naye nga we are conflicting bwe tutabeera mu camera, and a lot of people are in that same space. People are depressed. Olaba concept jajja erinnya master of tears. It is a good idea nti abaaka abavayimba kati remember she's already depressed munda kuba ninaabye videos nti omanyi waliwo kyetuyita ne body language. Omuntu already ali depressed mentally, she's struggling with something they can't fight off with in life. Ate talina muntu gwasobola kunnyonnyolako. Tetukyalina bantu betwesiga basumba kuba batukuba ne batugamba tewesiga muntu yenna famire zo yekutuko bonna bwekubeko
nosigaza musumba
nosigala ng'oli wekka bwoti. Because for them they are pursuing their selfish interests. Tetukyalina social psycho support systems ezizimba abantu kyobalaba we have weakened our mental processes fenga ffe. Tuli so much mindful about how we feel. We are so much into me rather than being for the rest of the people. Because somebody you love doesn't love you doesn't mean the rest who are around you do not love you. Why do you over-invest yourself into somebody?
Love.
We must tell people that there is no true love. There is no true love in romantic relationships. People only just work hard to see themselves get there. so that their love becomes true, but they are just honest with each other, with the truth. But there is no romantic true love. The concepts of manya whatever shop zemulaba, the film byemulaba, ebyo byonna bazimba bizimbe bifu. Yes, true love only exists between you and your parents. So you're slaughtering yourself over somebody you met who has just interest in you and can develop new interest in somebody else. And you're taking your life away from somebody who loves you truly. Do you know how much pain your parents are going to be in? You get it? Guys, talk to people. Be open to your friends. Okuswala si kibi. Naye ate okufa bintu ebigenda okuswaza kibi. Ogenda kukola ekintu ekikuswaza lwansonga totegedde psycho support sendala z'oliko nga tonnaba kwetuga yenna ayagala okwetuga sooka olowooze ku bazadde bwe baba weebali kuba bo balaavu gye bakwagala yeeya ddala naawe gy'obaagala yeeya ddala zino laavu ze tusanze ez'abantu tosobola bba na laavu tosobola bba true ng'ate enkola nnyo gipuruvinga. I have to fight over 1 million people for me to be chosen as the best. That can't be true love. It is draining love. Already ndi worry. Nkoye olugendo luwanvu emisambu mingi amagumba gakoye. You get it?
Yes.
So don't over invest. Talk to people. Abantu bajja baba bayamba kubanga muyita mbizivu ebyo. Depression is so real. Because we've weakened our hardened, we had a hard psychological mechanism ngedda abaddugavu. This buying into white ideologies, tukuza abaana toyagala kuba mwana, toyagala kukola biki, tufa ababikuza bwe tutyo. Omwana atuuka nga tafacing nga kola life the hardest way. Kyokka abazadde baffe babeeranga tough kuffe lwansonga twalina okufuna hard psychological mindset. Okusobola surviving through psychological hardships in life. Kati noyagala opampalinga omwana nti toyagala mukoonako so n'omuhidinga the hardest kind of life n'omuwa eri soft. Kati buli walaba life nti eri on a soft plate ayagala life moving with the softness of it, but life in reality is so hard.
So they did come here, the planned kids are in a soft life.
Kyovola bamuzeeyi bwafa bangi batunda ebintu ate ne bagwira ddala. Because they want to maintain a status quo that they were not prepared for to maintain. Asanga ekintu kiri overwhelming. We need to be clear about what we are doing in life. Mind about your choices. Stop choosing somebody over small interest that you like. The guy is so tall, I'm choosing this. You're dumping somebody who loves you with good intentions. Much as good intentions do not attract good hearts. A lot of women are struggling with stress and depression, but they have the best guys with the best intentions and good intentions, with the good hearts for them for eternity. But they are choosing somebody who has a big size of this or a longer size of the other. Compared, you're comparing people according to small things that can vanish in a minute. You're losing your brain because you're overchecking somebody's phone, and you're losing your mind. You continue blowing your heads. You get it? Give yourself room to be free. There is what we call free your mind. Free your mind, be free, feel free, free your mind. Also, you can go through the psychological hardships of life. Don't over-invest your emotions. Love right. Love right, but trust blindly. You can love blindly, but trust blindly. Let's take it. Over love, call it wesigengo tunula. Anytime you can change. You get it? Don't go in a relationship it is a do or die. This is not work. If you can't make it together for life, none of us will stay alive. No. I met you when you are an adult,
but that is the foundation of love. Mtebisede bisinga ne mubidayiro mu bulwadde ne mu bwavu.
Jajja wange tefero teyawasa mpita. Naye yazaala abaana taata wange gyali. Ate ne taata wange teyawasa maama wange mpita. Naye yazaala nsi. Ate na wendi. Ate nange. Ngirabanga mpita sijiraba. Rato. Tina motivation ije kuba kujaja. So, ogenda n'otunuulira nti
isegeza litwale mu kika kyammwe temulabanga kumpeta
bangala bawasa empeta zaabwe bo bamanyi bye baagala naye nze saagala muntu agenda kunfiirako. You get it? We are here for a short time. The purpose as to why we are here is for reproduction, not commitment. Okay, that is why I'm here.
It's been a while ever since we had the last editions on Smart Bees.
Did you work cookie? Did you work cookie today?
Did you work
Depression. If you're depressed and you're feeling depressed, contact the support team with the Nation of Thinkers.
Nation of Thinkers.
Bayamba bintu byabwongo kutegeera depression, stress, anxiety.
And today to know what depression is. Okutandikira mu entertainment abayimbi. Let me tell you, I don't know why even. Nobody njogera wana ne charge wangira see your baby. You know, by entertainer tebatera kulya mmere. They lack appetite. I don't know what cause it.
Social pressure. Tolina sente living obulamu obuli beyond your expectations, your reality. Ate oyagala okuconvincing ensi nti era gy'oli. Tosobola kugamba kiyindi bro. Kati weerimba. Reality eba reality. Tegenda kyuka oba oli serebo batoli. Reality is reality. The earlier you understand that, the better you're saving your mind. The same goes with girls. Women, stop playing with this gun. This is a gun that has live bullets. And you're playing with it, you're going to blow yourself up, get babies, end up a single mother. Stop playing with this gun, it has live bullets. It is loaded. Not getting a stress. You get it? Be mindful about your mental health. If the relationship is not healthy for your mind, get out.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for always okubeerawo mwenna abasinzidde okulabika nti mubeerayo abantu abatulabirane ku cookie promotions bebaza nnyo mwebala okulabika nti mulonge kutuwa ensonga. So olunaku olwaleero bwe tutambudde amannya siba mulala MC Chiye, Vibes King, Mike Assassin, emirimu gye MC temunnagimpa naye Angola ninga ngano nanuka era nanula bwento bwendi okulemererwa nnyo n'okusemba nkopa bwento bwentambudde fo nawo ne kiface munonyeko wali ku kiface analysis Smart Bees subscribinga wali wa cookie promotions genda subscribinga watch je muntu wana page bibeza kanebazo mukulu Haji Kasim awo Kulum Street enakasero webale nnyo okulabika nti mwana ombe ebyakabi byonna bisibuka wuwo oyagala masati ga kabinyo